Earlier we saw that following a single contents reference of a cell, other references can be applied directly. Here are two examples of that. What about following a field reference from a struct? Take a scalar struct S so that isStruct and isScalar both return logical truths. If the value of the field s.fieldName is also a struct and also a scalar, then we can follow this reference with a field name reference to that structure. So you read this reference from left to right. The value of s.fieldName is a struct, and that has a field fn which is referenced and assigned to R. If s.fieldName is a cell array, then we can make a single contents reference and assign that to R. In general, s.fieldName is a Matlab object, and therefore we can make an element reference as long as we use a valid index. If s.fieldName is a struct, then we can make a field reference to it, which will generate a comma-separated list of its elements. And here I've listed some expression involving s.fieldName.fn. The same holds for assignment. Here, if s.fieldName is a structure, assignment to the element pointed to by index and the field fn. If s.fieldName is a cell, here's a contents assignment with the value v. Here we have an element assignment, so it must be that the class of v is equal to the class of what s.fieldName is, and then we're assigning v to the element referred to by index. Any number of levels of this referencing is allowed. For instance, here a field reference, access an element of that. It must be a struct and another field reference, which apparently is a cell, and a contents reference. In there is another struct and a field reference, and finally an element of whatever is the value of that field. Expressions like that are fine as long as they're valid. If S is not a scalar, then the element must be specified. Here's an expression that extends the first example. Both S and s.fieldName are still structs, but they're not scalars. There's an element reference into S, followed by a field reference. That yields a struct array. There's an element reference into that, followed by another field reference. This can be done as long as it's done properly in all the cases listed.